Namaste, my dear friends, brothers and sisters of Islami, India, South Asia and Middle East. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to be speaking to you today. First of all, I would like to again repeat that the word Namaste is having a very deep meaning, which means that the God in me salutes the God in you, which is very close to Lionism and Lion's philosophy. I am very happy today to speak to you about a gentleman, our past director Vijay Raju and past director Vara Prasad, those who made it possible to give a bid for this forum to be held in Visakhapatnam. I am very happy that they have been accorded this opportunity, and this is the first kind of the virtual forum. Although we were all planned and set to go to Dhaka this year, but as you know, unfortunately the pandemic has forced us to have a virtual meeting. But you see, there is a good and bad into everything. And today if I say that virtually being face to face with each other, you get many more people to be contacted, to be in touch with each other. And I am very pleased that we are now having almost all the area who can be well represented in this forum. I must compliment past director Vijay Raju, who is the chairman of this forum, that he did all efforts to make sure that this is going to be a unique example for the times to come, to be a trendsetter, to mark a beginning of a new era for our meetings like this. I'm very happy to know that more than 1,000 people have already registered, and by the time the forum is practically on, I think there will be many more who will be joining. My dear friends, I am telling you something old, but very important. You know, lion is considered to be the king of the jungle, but by no means that lion is the biggest. You know, you have the elephants, you have the giraffes, but lion is lion. Only lion is known for his being a lion because of his being clear and indecisive in the action which they are taking. It's not only the jungle part of it, I am talking even about our big animals in the ocean. You see, we are talking about shark. Like lion, there is a shark. Shark is known, although it's not as big like whales or cichlids, but trust me, same way we have a big fame as a lion, as one of the biggest organization in the world. My dear friends, we might have come across number of times, many times in our speeches and everywhere that we have the word GAT, which I'm very proud when I was president, this was brought into existence. And the GAT is very important when we understand the word T. Remember, the word T stands for transformation. And for that, I just want to give you an example that maybe we have a car, we have an airplane, both run on petrol. But remember, it is a small outlet of fare which makes it, run faster, the plane, than the car. Same way the river. We have a dam and things move very calmly and quietly, but once the water passes through a small outlet, that gives us a focus. And focus and a direction which makes it possible that we makes our strength put together in one area. I'm reminding myself that I normally speak when, a small particle of air. When this is a small particle, it is a small particle. But when these small particles put together and they move in one direction, so that makes a strong force. So that is why that is the meaning, that is the main thing for focus. And I am just telling you today, my dear friends, we are, I would say, the largest and the biggest in membership, in our service activities. So my dear friends, only thing I am going to tell today and give a message to my lions in the area, that we are big, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we inject more lionism in each lion. Now there is a word in law, there is a law in physics by Isaac Newton. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Physics is a boring word, but we believe in physical action. And whenever we see, we get the same amount back in different way. And I would say here that to walk forward, we must push back. To take society forward, we must help the backward with action. To take society forward, we have to take action. Even a sprinter, he goes back a little bit to make a great push. And my dear friends, I want to suggest and request that let's look into the numbers. You know, it was a privilege for all of us that we exceeded 250 million people having been served last year. It's a great feat for us. It was more than our LCI forward goal. But even now, last year we could, from our area, out of this 250 million, we could do about 13.2 million, only 132 million from our own area only. And we are the biggest in the membership. I'm just talking, please excuse me. Even put together the area 1 and 2, we see that we are today almost about 360,000. But only thing is that we have to see that we 360,000, which is almost about 11,000 plus clubs. I would say we have the 11,000 captains to really take care and to steer through our ship. So this is what is my very clear message to you all today. And for that, it is important for us that that we work together with discipline, with one direction, with one focus area, which I have already mentioned to you. And I would say that we need, just remembering my years when I said the power of we, the power of one. We need 1 hour of service. Just I'm giving you very small, but only thing is the action. It's the power of action, which otherwise it is just a speech. And I would say 1 hour of fellowship. I would say 1 hour of our contribution for our service. 1 hour, $1, which I've been always saying, a week for our foundation. I'm going to speak about our foundation little later, little more. And now I would like to just say, it's not the training, it's not awareness, it is not instruction, it is not inspiration, but there is one word which I would like to give to you today, is the ignition. We have many clubs, but only thing is a small spark. Small spark is created by ignition, by igniting. We need the ignited clubs. And for that, an ignition is requiring like a little spark. I really mean that I rely on leaders like you, like leaders of ISME, that we provide ignition to our clubs, which I am very clear in our mind. That is the only way we can make things possible to happen. Now coming to Isami, I remember it was started in our area was started in 1952, but of course I joined myself in 1974, whereas Islamic forums came into existence in 1973. It may not be, maybe I came little later, but it is not that I was born in Islami. Islami was born inside me. I have a passion, I have a commitment. I have always been thinking for our area, for our countries, and this is what I would like to say, my dear friend, that remember that of course we have overtaken all the constitutional areas. As far as I have mentioned that about the membership, about the surveys, of course we have already, excuse me please, we are very near to cross to be the #1 constitution. Even now you remember that Africa has left us. Africa is now without Africa. Still we are going far ahead. So my only suggestion to you is that, but now we are very proud that we have a big area, big Arabic desert, and countries like Lebanon, Algeria, Morocco, Jordan. So we can learn an important lesson from the desert. The sand dunes change as per the wind, because the sand is light unlike rocks, and similarly we have to change constantly as per our new ideas. And I suggest, for example, new pandemic has given us a new vistas of work, new vision, a new direction, and we have almost all of us have really converted and changed our style and looking to the present scenario and situation. I'm very proud to remind you that in my presidential year, this was the year of Isami. Dubai board meeting, first Islami International Convention was fixed here, and we had a Dubai forum. We have now India office. We have record-breaking membership and donations, which is not to my satisfaction, my dear friends. We know this diabetes. We got a collaboration with the Diabetes Federation of India and International Diabetes Federation. But my dear brothers and sisters, remember, I remember I gave many ambassador of goodwill in my year, because those who performed outstandingly well. I may not be able, or we may not be able to get the ambassador of goodwill now, but I can assure you that we all need more messengers of goodwill. An ambassador is one which carries the message of the king. The messenger carries the message of the people. So one thing is very important. Now we have a massive force, 360,000 almost members. It's a big force, my dear friends. And remember, as I gave you an example of one particle of air, and you see, but we go in same direction. We become a storm, powerful enough to bring down anything. So we have to move in the same direction, remember, and we have to understand, we have to have the discipline, and that willpower and the desire to work together. And I'm sure one thing which I would like to share with you, that Africa is now gone, but Middle East has a lot of potential. We have significant growth in Lionism. You remember, India is likely to emerge as the #1 in the membership. We have our country Nepal, which has really, exceptionally done well, which is beyond our expectations. That a small country like Nepal, they have been a good example to all of us. Remember, our countries like small countries in Arabic world, in Middle East, and my friends in Sri Lanka, Pakistan, of course Bangladesh is also doing well, but we have to work to our full potential if we really want to work forward. Now, I just want to tell you, we have to make sure that if we want to be at peace, we have to ensure that others are at peace, and until others are at peace, we cannot be at peace. And you know, this empty stomach and lack of knowledge, lack of education is bringing many of our problems, my brothers and sisters. So this is the spirit of Lionism, to give ourselves peace by giving others peace, by giving them full belly of food, with enlightening them with education. And for that we have to have plans. And for that again, I'm giving you a small example of in Iraq, in the desert. I mean, we see a mirage, which means false hope, but at the same time I see amazing miracles every day happening and being done by the lions all over the world, and especially in our area. As I told you, we are almost in a big, quantum difference of service activities in comparison to the world. So in that desert, the word mirage means false hope, miracle means opposite, real hope. So for too long, a life of dignity has been a mirage for people of Isami. Now we have to make it a miracle. And remember, my dear friends, there are the word MI at the beginning of mirage, and miracle is same. That is me, MI, me. So everything starts with me, at which I have been always saying the power of me, the power of working together. And for that, it is for all of us to search our souls and see to our hearts and make sure that I do my best to the best of my ability, to the best of my capability. And now coming back to foundation, which I served as a chairman of the foundation. Today I am the vice chairperson of the foundation. We will be hearing our chairperson Gudron, we will be hearing our president. But one thing you remember, my dear friends, that when we talk of Isami, and we are very proud that our international convention is happening in 2022 for the first time here. But before that, we must focus on our international connection. When I say international connection, that means Lions Clubs International Foundation. This connection gives us almost about $10 million of grants. But unfortunately, we give and return back only only after 1/5 of the amount, which is we had to really look into, see that we are not that way, that backward today, that we can carry forward our message. I'm just trying to conclude my message, and for that I would like to go because for our friends from Middle East and our area, there is a good example that only those who carry their own water value the value of each drop. And it is common for people to go miles to get water, even in our own villages. Of course, we understand the value of one drop of water. Same way in LCIF, we know the value of each drop. Hence, we should contribute more drops via LCIF. Like real drops, the water is just under the surface. We just need to search within our hearts a little deeper. And for that, I tell you, in my own country, the highest rate of income tax is almost about 30%. But this is not another tax, my dear friend. In every country, all of your countries, all the countries, they have the tax. But it is not an income tax, it is an outcome tax. And you remember the small tax can bring a big change to the outcome of the society, and this is what I've been always looking for it. I've been always praying for it. I'm hoping that our area, which has a lot of potential, lot of energy, lot of capable leaders, I'm sure that we will be a role model to the entire world. And I request you and suggest you and humbly appeal to you, my dear friends, please work on it. And this is my message to you today. God bless us all. May we have a nice forum. And I'm very sure under the leadership of PID Vijay Raju and Vara Prasad and each and every line of multiple district 316 and of course every line of area, we can make a new world. Thank you very much. God bless you. Namaste.